Okay, let's see if we can do it this round. Hey guys.
Take two.
Take two. It's Becky and Tyler here. We just decided to, I guess, make a video because,
well, we just been seeing on social media, just, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stress, a lot of negativity mainly. You don't see a whole lot of positivity recently. And so we wanted to kind of just get on, share some thoughts from our noggins and, have a little open dialogue here with each other. Because, this is actually not rehearsed at all. So we're just going to be fun. We're going to see. But we actually came up with 5 questions that I think that maybe you might be interested in hearing. And we're going to do like a lightning round style. So that way this video is not super long. We'll just go back and forth really quick. So
that's for him because he talks a lot.
I ramble. And if you've been in my class, I ramble. So, yeah.
Are you going to send this to students?
They're on social media. They know where I'm at.
I'm not friends with any of mine. I mean, that would be, they're younger.
I think roughly, on Instagram, I think about a third of my followers, maybe a fourth, are students. I'm not even exaggerating on that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I'm pretty famous.
Oh my gosh. So, update of our lives right now. Like, we bought a house. We're in our new house.
Yes.
And we're so happy. We've been putting up curtains and just having fun, being in a new house together and decorating. We got some outdoor furniture that we sat and got lots of bug bites the other night. Lots of bug bites.
We've been adulting a lot recently. We actually bought furniture for the first time in our lives, so that's been really cool.
Like bedroom furniture?
It's been awesome.
That was fun.
Yeah, the reason why we're actually sitting here against a very, blank canvas is that if we literally turn the camera, an inch to the left or to the right, it is, a hot mess right now currently. So we're just keeping it very
we got to keep it playing.
Yes.
Right now we're doing so much around here.
We are. So many things we're doing.
Because we go back to school soon, so then we'll have less time then. So what do you do?
Yes, exactly. So let's see here. What have been some books that we have been reading to ourselves? So, Becky, I think what we should do real fast is I'll go first, talk about the books that I've been reading. And if you want to give a little 10-second synopsis of what the book's about, you can do that as well. But I've been reading Game of Thrones. I read the first book. I have read this book for the 5th time. And I have tried to read the whole book series because it's my favorite, show of all time. So I got done reading that. I read a book called The Powerful Engagement, which is talked about. I had to look at the bookcase. That's why I was looking off in the distance. It's about basically being productive with your time and keeping a very productive mindset. That's been a very good help book. And then I'm currently reading what's called The Class of 1846. That's very interesting. It's about Civil War generals and their time at West Point. So that's what I've been reading currently. Some interesting stuff. Boring for most, but I find it pretty cool. Becky, what about you?
I read The Great Alone by, I think it's Kristen Hanna, and I borrowed the book from my sister, and I really liked that book. It was a good one. And then I read a book, I think it's called Made to Crave. It's talking about, craving your relationship with God versus, craving food and having a good relationship with food, being nutritious to your body. Are you drinking Mio?
I am parched currently. It's hard to talk.
Oh my gosh. And then I read a book. It's called 28 Summers. And I can't remember who the author is, but Tyler actually got me that for our anniversary. It's a really good book too. So y'all know we're both teachers. And a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but several people have asked us kind of what we think about everything going back to school. And I feel like that's such a hard topic right now, and so many people are saying their opinions, and a lot of people where emotions are high, we're it's hard. I think we've all kind of seen that with social media and everything. So we were just kind of thinking how will that affect our students short and long term? I feel long term, my mind goes to that one easier. Long term, these kids, as long as they, especially I think elementary, so like you can clarify more for like high school,
Mm-hmm.
but like for elementary, like these kids just got to keep their, their nose to the books, to paying attention in school, because like us teachers, we are made, like we became teachers because we want to help these kids achieve, and like we will achieve, and we will help them, but we just got to all feel safe to do that and be in a good environment to help them learn, and that way we're all feeling good, because if we feel safe, then we're going to actually be able to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think from like the high school perspective, a lot of it comes down to with high school. It's a lot of milestones that you experience through high school, whether it's like homecoming or prom or graduation or things like that. Things that like, especially like when you're 18 years old, you remember like your senior year. Like I'm sure most of you all looking back like
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 30 years ago, you remember little bits and pieces of your senior year. It's memorable stuff like that. I think a lot of it's going to come down to really teachers adapting, and also students and parents kind of understanding that we're all kind of learning in this experience. We don't have it down pat. I mean, we're trying to the best we can, but also it's to the teachers being like, all right, I teach things differently. I can't just approach it the same way I've been doing it the last year or two. It's going to take a lot more innovation, a lot more communication, I think people will be actually kind of surprised of how well this hybrid style of online learning is actually going to work. I'm hopeful about it.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I think that actually we can get quite a bit out of it.
I don't know. I think that goes like into when you have to have a good mindset
Mm-hmm.
about things. Like when I started like personal training a couple of years ago, if I had a really bad mindset of like this workout's gonna suck, or oh my gosh, I'm eating a sweet potato and I would rather have a bowl of pasta, or like whatever it was, if my mindset was like not where it was needed to be, like I was miserable,
Mm-hmm.
and like I had to remind myself why I'm doing something, and like that it was the betterment of my body. So it's like for the school and for the kids and everything, like keeping a good mindset. I just got my teacher planner over there, and it says a beautiful day starts with a beautiful mindset. And it's something that I love, because I feel like we've learned, like Tyler, like everything we've gone through in the past year. So like we've learned that like our mindset carries us. And like if you wake up and say you're going to have a good day, you're going to have a good day. If you wake up and say you're going to have a bad day, you're going to have a bad day. And of course, I mean, it's not always that cut and dry, but like I feel like it starts with a good mindset, like saying the good things, not always pointing out the negative. And like that's what we're seeing a lot, just in general in life right now, is like we're pointing out the negative, and it's like pointing out that maybe we can all adapt and be flexible and to be careful and love on each other.
It kind of combines what I was saying too. Like it goes into our next question, kind of really like what advice we give people is really to have that good mindset, and just try your best to view it in a way of saying, all right, let's just see how this goes, and just being right. There's going to be a lot of writing your life in pencil and not in pen. Basically saying, I have this idea written out in my mind of what's going to happen. Write it in pencil, because in pencil you can always erase it and make it changes. If you write it in pen and just say, this school year is going to be awful, it's going to be terrible, whether you're a student or a teacher or a parent or whatever, it's probably going to be bad, or at least mentally. You might be surprised, but I think just being very flexible, I think within all dimensions, just being flexible, whatever is going to happen.
Because I think like it's stressful for like parents. You're trying to decide like how what's best for your child, and things are changing every day right now when it comes to like the coronavirus, and with schools trying to open up, and just things are changing all the time. So it's like the answer that you got yesterday might be different tomorrow, just because things are changing so much. So I feel like it's about being flexible and just being understanding of people, trying to meet them where they are.
The last question, and my favorite question, because this one gives me life, because I am OCD in this aspect. What will our daily lives look like? Because I'm a planner. I have to-do lists every day of my life, which sounds very stressful, and people are probably like, he's weird, which you're not wrong. But What does your daily life look like when we go back, Becky, roughly? Because honestly, what we could say now may change completely different in a week. Who really knows with how things are? It's just based on what is going on. What are you going to do with your time, Becky? What are you going to do in your day?
You mean when we go back to school?
Yes, when you go back to school.
Well, what we know right now, like we're in our county that we teach, I teach fifth grade, so the fifth graders are going to come back at a 50% capacity, so it's like an A-day, B-day. So then they'll come 2 days a week, and then we have Wednesday as like all of our meetings and deep cleaning and things to, like online groups for kids and planning time and all of that. So grateful for that Wednesday.
And at the high school, my day is very similar to hers, where I have Wednesday to do planning, online school, whatever the schools allow us to do. And then on the Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, we have 25% capacity because we have roughly about 900 kids, 850, 900 kids at our high school, so we're have to kind of be at 25% throughout that. So our days are going to be very similar in structure, but it's going to be a lot of mainly just different population. But I'm going to say, all right, so this is if things go how I think they are. I get up right about 7:30.
Oh, you want minute by minute?
No, not by minute by minute, but I don't know. We can do it. We can do it.
Are you talking? What are you talking about?
I'm saying is I get up about 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, let's break it down.
Well, I'm not going to be super like minute by minute. But we usually get up in the morning, we work out for like an hour or so. Then we're planning on this. Our goal is to have a little bit of time with God and reading our Bibles, journaling, having some quiet time.
Why are you holding a pen?
It's proof emphasis. But just have a little, almost like meditation time, then go to school, come back, and just try and relax the rest of the day. That's basically that. That sounds really boring. That is the life of a teacher. We literally get up, we go to school, come back.
We appreciate relaxation.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like relaxing as an adult is hard because you're like, oh, I need to clean my floors. Oh, I need to do laundry. Oh, I need to do lesson plans. It's hard to just be and relax. So I think that's something we are going into the school year being able we can control a relaxation and working out, reading our Bible and all of that, but we cannot control the way things are going to look that are kind of above our pay grade in a way. So definitely just trying to keep things what we can control versus not controlled.
If I give one last piece of advice on this whole thing is for teachers, and I think is take time to give yourself a break. Take time for yourself, because this year will be very taxing on us and everything. So take time to relax. Even if you have to schedule it, be for 2 hours when I get back home, I'm going to take time just to relax.
2 hours? I want 2 hours of relaxation.
I know.
That'd be nice.
Yes.
That'd be nice. Okay, well, this was just fun talking to y'all. Until next time.
Bye.
We're doing this.
Yeah.